The story opens on a crowded subway, packed mostly with office workers. Suddenly, a baby cries, and tension snaps. A man lashes out at the helpless mother while the bystanders remain passive. Our protagonist stands among them, choosing to stay unnoticed and uninvolved as well. He then receives an unexpected call from his ex-girlfriend, a problem far more personal. He pauses, then declines the call. As he walks through the crowded subway, the call returns, and this time, he answers. Her voice is calm as she inquires where he is. He tells her he's heading to his part-time job. She then reveals her reason for calling. She is pregnant with his child and wants to know what he thinks. Shocked, he stays silent, unsure. She says she is already at the hospital, and before she can tell him her decision, the call abruptly cuts out. The once bustling tunnel suddenly becomes very quiet. As he proceeds toward exit 8, a lone man steps out from the corner, quietly absorbed in his own world. Our protagonist pays no attention to the man, but after passing through a few corners, the exit 8 signboard appears again, and the same man emerges once more. His attention now shifts to the walking man, and he finds it strange to see the same coin lockers, the same blanket, and the same photo booth again. After passing them, he reaches the same section with the exit 0 signboard, which leads him straight back to the exit 8 sign once more. Our protagonist finally stops walking after seeing the walking man emerge for the third time. His face is revealed as the text changes from test to the lost man. Confused, he keeps walking. A sign behind him says turn back, but he doesn't see it, and after passing the phone booth area, the loop starts again. Breathing heavily, he moves forward and sees the walking man once more, but this time, the footsteps stop as soon as he disappears from sight. He turns. The man is standing right behind him, smiling creepily. He bolts, the realization hitting him all at once. This place is not normal. Once he calms down, he takes note of the exit 0 signboard, but when he sees the walking man emerge from the corner again, he runs back and finds the same exit 0 sign now in front of him. The lost man realizes he is stuck in a loop. He notices the walking man lost in his own world again. With nowhere to escape, he rushes to push the fire alarm, but it doesn't work. He checks the doors, but they are locked, adding to his frustration. He notices an MC Escher-style artwork, an endless figure 8, an illusion of infinity. Suddenly, blood seeps through the walls. Panicked, he runs back and sees the exit number has changed from 0 to 1. He then sees instructions near the sign. They read, "Do not overlook any anomalies. If you find an anomaly, turn back immediately. If you do not find any anomalies, do not turn back." Lastly, exit through exit 8. He finally understands the objective, reach exit 8. As he scans for anomalies, he doesn't notice the misaligned tube lights above him and ends up back at exit 0. Keep in mind, any anomaly means he must turn back. Determined, he turns to his phone, documenting everything. Posters, doors, vents, lockers, blankets, the photo booth. Every detail now matters. With no anomaly, he reaches exit 1 again. Hope flickers, only to be snuffed out when he finds his photos corrupted beyond use. Then he hears the man stop walking. He turns and is met with that same chilling smile. An anomaly. As he heads back, he senses the man following him. He anxiously retreats and arrives at exit 2. The next anomaly manifests as his fears, a crying baby, followed by multiple crying babies suddenly banging on the lockers. He heads back immediately and moves on to exit 3. As he names the posters, he notices something wrong. The eyes are watching him. It's clearly an anomaly, so he returns back. Since exit 4 is free of anomalies, he continues ahead. Upon reaching exit 5, his phone rings again. His ex still wants to know what he thinks about the baby. He finally decides to open up. He mentions his reluctance to intervene in the train incident, his silence, and his guilt and shame. He doesn't believe he is fit to be a father. He promises to visit her as soon as he escapes. But the realization comes too late. The call itself is the anomaly. The loop resets. Anger and despair ensue. The lighting changes, and the walking man has vanished, yet he continues. He feels sick to his stomach and starts screaming. After regaining his composure, he turns back. Just after he passes exit 1, he sees a boy and goes back. But instead of reaching exit 2, he ends up back at exit 0 again. This only means one thing. The boy is not an anomaly. He notices the boy trailing him and asks if he's lost as well. The boy, with a bruise mark on his cheek, says nothing and runs ahead, pointing at the walking man. The camera follows him as the text "Hell" transitions into "The Walking Man." He suddenly comes to life, celebrating his arrival at exit 4. The same boy is with him, but without the bruise on his cheek, hinting this is the walking man's past. From his perspective, a high school girl appears from the corner. She's not an anomaly for him, and after confirming that everything is fine, they move forward. At exit 5, the girl suddenly talks to him. He thinks she is lost too and tries to be kind, but she starts acting strange and her voice changes. He grabs the boy and runs back. Though exhausted, he is relieved to arrive at exit 6. Finding no anomaly at exit 6, he urges the quiet boy to follow, but the boy refuses, transfixed by the door handle at the center. Desperate to reach the end, the walking man drags him forward, completely missing the anomaly, and loop back to exit 0. His frustration boils over. He tears the instruction down and stomps on them. After taking a breather, the two proceed. To their shock, exit 8 is straight ahead. Overjoyed, the walking man runs and pulls the boy with him, but the boy resists. As they struggle, the boy slips and bruises his cheek. The desperate man continues alone, while the boy heads back. Passing exit 1, he sees the walking man again, but he is no longer responsive. Soon after, he encounters the lost man, and their journey together begins, with the boy pointing at the walking man. The lost man, still upset about the fake call, does not notice the turn back sign. The boy stays quiet, but follows him back to exit 0, which contains no anomaly. At exit 1, the boy notices a familiar anomaly, and this time, the lost man notices the door handle at the center and they head back. At exit 2, the lights suddenly cut out and hairless mutated rats appear, identical to those he saw on a social app while on the train. Their shrieks startle him, causing him to drop his phone. The boy quickly picks it up and hands it back. They run back as the lights return. Exit 3 awaits with a shocking anomaly. It's the boy's mother, and for the first time, he breaks his silence and runs toward her. The lost man, however, stops him and takes him back, allowing them both to reach exit 4. He comforts the boy, and as they talk, the boy's story turns out to be eerily similar to the lost man's past. Both ran away from their mothers and grew up without knowing their fathers. They continue forward, but quickly turn back when the boy notices the inverted 8 on the signboard. At exit 5, they find one of the doors is unlocked. The lost man takes a look into the pitch-black room and sees himself on the train during the earlier confrontation. His past self stares back with quiet judgment. He closes the door and returns back. Before heading to exit 6, the boy gives him a shell for good luck. As they check their surroundings, an alarm sounds, followed by a fast-moving flood. They rush to retreat, but the boy slips. The flood swallows them both. The lost man finds himself on a beach with his ex and his future child. He admits his doubts, but she tells him everything will be okay because he cares. Then, reality snaps back. He saves the boy just before the wave drags him onward to exit 7. He finds no anomaly at exit 7, and upon completing it, he finally reaches the exit. The crowd begins to reappear, all heading toward the same staircase. He pauses, taking one last look at the exit sign as more people climb up. Doubt creeps into his mind, but he chooses to ignore it and calls his ex instead, promising he's on his way. Shortly after boarding the train, a baby starts crying. To his shock, it is the same train, the same mother, and the same man scolding her. Though unsettled, he makes a different choice this time and intervenes. As for the boy, he wakes up in a pile of debris and heads back to the starting point, which leads him to exit 7. Oddly, he no longer searches for anomalies. He walks forward with quiet certainty. He waits for our protagonist one last time before finally moving on.